Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love.
Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I hope you guys are all doing amazing, whatever you guys are up to. For today's video, I actually did a poll on my Instagram stories, and if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, my links are always down in my description box, so I'd love if you guys followed me if you don't already do so. But yeah, like I was saying, I put up a poll on my Instagram of what Christmas makeup video you guys want to see next, and I put up the option between a fun, colourful Christmas makeup and a sexy Christmas party makeup, and I think actually, let me check the poll, let me see. Yeah, so it ended up being 64% of people voting for the sexy Christmas party and then 36 for the fun, colourful Christmas. But now I'm like, oh, I don't want to like let anyone down, and I really want to do both, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. But because the sexy Christmas party glam got more votes, I'm going to do that one for you guys, so that'll be up for you, and then I will be doing a fun, kind of colourful Christmas makeup next. So yeah, with all that said, if you guys want to see how to create a sexy Christmas party glam, then keep on watching. So I'm going to start with the skin today, and obviously for a Christmas party you need your makeup to be bulletproof, whether you have a day party or a night party, you want it to last all day or night. So I'm going in with a really good bulletproof primer, and I'm going in with one of my favourite bulletproof makeup primers, and that's the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Primer. And using my G18 foundation brush by Napoleon Perdis, I'm just going to apply this primer all over my face. And so now that the primer is all over the skin and it already looks pretty mattified, which is so good, I love that L'Oreal primer. So now moving on to foundation, I'm going to go in with my current favourite base combo, and that is mixing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Caramel and the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC35. Both really good long wearing foundations as well, which I mean is not only good because you obviously want your makeup to last all day or all night, but it's Australia and it is so hot right now, so this needs to be sweat proof too. Okay, so I've mixed about 2 parts of the Too Faced foundation to 1 part of the MAC foundation, because the Too Faced one is a little bit darker and I've got a pretty dark tan on right now. So I'm just going to pop this foundation right the way over my skin. Okay, and so now that my foundation is all over the skin, I'm just moving on to cream contour. As always, using my Napoleon Perdis foundation stick in 6B. And I've just mixed that through with a little bit of excess foundation that I had on the back of my hand. So I've just applied the cream contour with my same foundation brush, and now I'm just stippling it to blend. So I've just applied that, and now with the bottom of my beauty blender, just gonna blend that out. Now this is gonna be full glam, guys, so I'm not even gonna like fully blend this out because I want it to be harsh. I want to look snatched. And let's put in a jawbone, literally. Don't you just love that? Like instant diet. And again, I want my lips to be huge, so this is all I'm going to do to blend. Done. And for concealer today, I'm going to take my Tarte Tape Shape in Light Medium Honey on my same foundation brush. Okay, so nice and blended out. Bye bye eye bags. And now time to set the face. I'm going to take my Coty Air Spun Loose Powder in Translucent. So picking up that powder on my beauty blender and just pressing that underneath the eye, over the top of my eyelid and down on the apple of my cheek. Really, really pushing this product into the skin. I promise if you set your foundation like this, you are going to look so photoshopped. It's incredible. Set the chin. I kind of look like Santa Claus. Set the forehead. Do you know what this always reminds me of? Like when I press down loose powder like on my chin or on my forehead and it looks ridiculous. Like it always reminds me of like those rom-com movie scenes where like the boyfriend and the girlfriend have like a flower fight. Like they're cooking in the kitchen and like they throw flour on each other's face and it's cute and like, yeah. But it's like that saying, wait, what is it? My life's like a romantic comedy except there's no romance and it's just me laughing at my own jokes. Someone make that about me? And also a good little trick is if you are wearing your hair down and you know it's going to be hot, like if you're maybe at like a restaurant or a club or you're outside during the day, is get a little bit of extra powder on your beauty blender and really take care around the hairline by packing a lot of powder there, and it just is going to ensure that if your hair's down, it's not going to lift off any of your makeup. Because sometimes the natural oils in your hair, when they sit on top of makeup, they start to break down the makeup, and we need to look cute, so. And then basically just with whatever powder is left on the beauty blender and on the face, I'm just going to set everywhere else. And don't forget down the neck. So that is your bulletproof base makeup done for the day or the night. Bulletproof, sweatproof, dance proof. Don't mind me, I just need a quick hydrate break. Oh my god, guys. Who needs men when you have coconuts? Like, literally. And so now moving on to bronzing and highlighting the skin. Now I am going to be using a couple of different products because again, I want my skin to look snatched, I want to look perfect, and 'tis the season to be extra. So my first bronzing product that I'm going to take is my MAC Studio Fix powder. This is in NW45. So I'm just picking a little bit of this up on my Napoleon Perdis brush 20. Getting my baby hairs out of the way. And I'm basically just going to pat this product into the skin. All the places where I want to bronze. So forehead, temples, cheeks, nose, chin, and I'm going to take this down the jawline to further contour. Okay, first bronzer done. Now I'm going to take my Mecca Max Sunlit Skin Bronzer in medium on the same brush. Now the MAC product that I use is completely matte, whereas this has a little bit of sheen to it, like a little bit of a golden glow. It's so beautiful on the skin. So I'm just going to softly go over all the places that we pressed on the matte bronzer. Start to give us a bit of a glow up. And now going with my all-time favorite, this is my Betty Luminizer by the Balm, which is a really like kind of high shimmery bronzer. Definitely not something I would use all over the face. So this is just going to start to make our skin look really nice and healthy and glowy, but still very bronzy because it is like a bronzy glow. And now last but not least, before we go on to highlighting the skin, I'm just going to do a quick powder contour, and I'm going to take my Hoola by Benefit, and I'm just going to lay this just in the hollows of my cheekbone just to really reinforce that contour. You know what? I feel like this makeup would just be absolutely perfect for, because it is like a really sexy Christmas party glam, is if you maybe have a job where, you know, you maybe don't wear much makeup every day, you know, whatever you do. I mean, I know, like my best friend, for instance, Michaeli, she's a real estate agent. And you know, on the weekends, I mean, I do her makeup obviously all the time, and we go full crazy glam, but on a day-to-day basis, she really doesn't wear that much makeup at all. I mean, she's so naturally beautiful, she doesn't need to anyway. So I think, girls or guys, this is for you if your job maybe requires you not to wear that much makeup. And I mean, come on guys, I'm a makeup artist and I don't even wear makeup to work. So I feel like this is a perfect makeup to rock up to your Christmas party and be like, hi. Also, this makeup is so perfect if you have a crush on someone that you work with, because you'll just feel so sexy and so glam. So I'm actually going to leave my highlighter until I finish my eyes, but I am just going to quickly hop off camera now, quickly pop some brows on, and then I'll be right back. So my brows are now on. I went in with my Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. I'm in Soft Brunette, and then I set that down with some Inglot eyeshadows. I just went in with 357 and 327. They're just some nice cool tone matte browns. Now I feel like when I think of like sexy glam bombshell kind of makeup, I think it's all about the eyes. So we've gone full on the skin and we're going to go full on the eyes, but I don't want to do like kind of warm tones and gold tones. I mean, obviously they are so beautiful, and if you look back on my channel, I clearly love them, but for today I'm going to stick to really nice cool tone browns. So something a little bit different but so sexy and smoldering, and yeah. And I'm going to be working from my Inglot eyeshadows today, and I'm going to be using 357, 327, 329, and maybe a little bit of black, we'll see. So starting off with 357, which is the lightest cool toned brown out of all of them. I've just picked that up on a nice big fluffy blending brush, and we're going to use this shade as our transition shade today. So I'm just popping this back and forth through my socket. Definitely don't have to be neat with this. I think something great about sexy smoldering makeup is that it's not perfect, and that's kind of what makes it so appealing. So I'm just keep going back in, applying and blending until I'm happy with the depth of the eyeshadow. So now moving on to 327, which was a medium cool tone brown. And I'm going to start by buffing this in with my big brush, and then I'm going to move to a smaller brush just so I can be a little bit more precise. But again, if this does end up messy, that's kind of the look I'm going for, so it's a win-win. So now taking a MAC 217 brush, which as you guys can see is slightly smaller, so this is just going to give us a little bit more control. We're going in with the exact same medium brown tone and just starting to create some more depth. And then going back in with my big fluffy brush just to soften any harsh lines. Okay, so this is how we're looking so far. Starting to get nice and sexy and smouldering. So now going in with a 329, which is the darkest of the browns. Back in with my MAC 217. And I'm really going to focus this just through the crease. And of course, just always going back in and blending out so we don't have any harsh lines. Also just going to buff that out slightly. Okay guys, so that so far is the top of the eyes done. As you can see, so smouldering, so sexy. And I think, as I said before, it's just such a nice change to work with cool tones. I'm just taking a really beautiful soft gold shade. This is Amber by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And on a MAC 224 brush, just gonna pop this on the brow bone. First of all, by adding a brow bone highlight to any look, always really opens up the eyes. But because there's a contrast of gold, which is quite warm, to the cool tone browns, it just kind of takes away the harshness. Okay, so now I'm taking another MAC 217 and we're going to start smoking out the underneath of the eye. So I'm just basically going to map everything that we did on the top, on the bottom. So I'm starting off with the lightest cool tone brown and just really messily smoking this underneath the eyes. This is definitely going to give us really sexy vibes. Definitely don't be afraid to smoke this really, really, really low, because that's just going to give us really, really smouldering eyes. That's definitely the look that we're going for. So again, like throughout this whole tutorial, don't be scared to be messy. And so now I'm moving on to the medium brown, medium cool tone brown. So you go nice and low, and I promise you this is going to look so crazy, but it will all be pulled together at the end, I promise. And then going back in with my big fluffy brush just to diffuse everything. And now on a MAC 239, I'm taking that darkest brown that we used, but I'm just going to keep this right at the lash line. Are you guys starting to feel the really sexy smouldering vibes, guys? Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with my MAC 217, back in with the darkest brown, tap off the excess, because I just want a tiny little bit more depth in my crease. And then just quickly running over the edges of that with my big fluffy brush, just to make sure there's no crazy harsh lines. Okay guys, so now I'm going to quickly jump off camera and do a wing liner. And now for me personally, wing liner just makes me feel so sexy. It's one of those things that's very timeless, very classic, and to me just so sexy. I think it makes the eyes look so sultry and so seductive and just gorgeous. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to jump off camera real quick, slay my eyeliner hopefully, and I'll be right back. So my wings are on. Honestly, probably like my favorite wings I've done in so long. Probably because I was listening to Eminem's new album. Okay guys, so now to finish off the eye, I feel like I have to put some black in the eye. I just think it will completely finish this look off. So I'm going to grab an angle brush and just press a little bit of black eyeshadow just through the outer corner of my lower lash line. I'm just taking Corrupt by Makeup Geek, but you take your favorite black eyeshadow and just pressing this into my lower lash line. And I am just going to keep it through the outer corner. And then I'm just going to go in with my 239 just to soften that. Okay, and now time for eyeliner. Okay guys, so this is basically my eye makeup done. I just went ahead and put on a little bit of mascara before we go in with some false lashes. I just think this makeup is so sexy and smouldering and obsessed. So now I'm just going to wait for the glue to dry on my falsies. As always, I love my Huda Beauty lash glue in black. The best lash glue I've ever used in my life. And actually, while I'm waiting, I'm going to take out my diamonds and put in some hoops. Oh, see, better already. So now these are my favorite lashes. These are a pair that I've made, but I definitely think you want to go for some false lashes. And it's a Christmas party, so I love lashes. Okay, so now quickly time for an inner corner highlight. Just with the first brush I have to hand. I think that just makes such a difference. Okay guys, and just quickly before we move on to lips, I am going to quickly highlight the skin. I'm going to take my GLR Cosmetics I Am Glam highlighter. Just picking this up on a MAC 224 brush. Okay, so now last but not least we have the lips. So I'm going to start out with my favorite, which is taking a deeper liner. This is LA Colors in Cappuccino, and I'm just going to outline my lips. Such a pretty brown. And so now, because we went with cool tones on the eyes, I definitely want to do a cool tone nude. So I'm going to mix one of my favorite combos. It's a little bit random, but I'm going to start off with BYS liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Sand Dune. It's almost like an apricot-y nude, I'd say. Like a sandy apricot-y kind of color, so pretty warm. But I'm then going to mix it through with my NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in Corset, which is so cool tone to the point where it's almost grey. So they mix together to make a really, really beautiful, like cool tone pale nude, which I love. Was that just a Borat voice? Come on now. So I don't even know if you guys know this about me, but I am obsessed, like obsessed with Star Wars. Like ever since I was a kid, I've just loved Star Wars. And the new movie, The Last Jedi, is now officially out. Like, I'm so excited it's out, and it's to the point where like I'd literally consider going to the theatre by myself to watch it because I'm that excited. But I feel like I'd literally be committing treason in my family because my mum and my brother both love Star Wars. It's like our thing. I am just going to apply this with a disposable one because these are lipsticks in my kit. Yeah, seriously guys, Star Wars is my life. My first proper like boy crush when I was a kid was Anakin Skywalker. And I'm 23 years old and still in love with Anakin Skywalker. He has ruined men for me. Literally. I'm never going to find a man like Hayden Christensen. Such a pretty nude. Alright guys, so this is it. This is my sexy Christmas party makeup tutorial done. I definitely feel ready to go to a hypothetical Christmas party. I work for myself, so I don't have a Christmas party, but anyways, I really hope you guys love this makeup. As I said, you guys asked for it, so I wanted to do it, and I think I'm definitely going to start doing more polls on my Instagram. So as I said at the start, make sure to be following my Instagram. The link is down in the description box. And yeah, I definitely hope that this has given you guys some tips and tricks, or even just some inspo, so you guys can slay at your Christmas party. I wish everyone that's going to a Christmas party to have so much fun, be safe, as always, eat lots, drink lots, take heaps of selfies. And you know what? I feel like we all deserve it. It's the end of the year. We all deserve to let our hair down. With all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for all constantly supporting me. I love you guys. I would love if you guys gave this video a big thumbs up and click subscribe if you haven't already. And until my next video, I'll see all of you guys soon. Take care, guys. Bye.